Today on Bake Eat Review, we are making a strata. A strata is like a savory bread pudding, if I could describe it that way. This is an absolutely amazing dish. It has wow factor to it. And even though it's a little bit of work, what I love about it is you can make it the night before and it can sit in your fridge, and the next morning you pull it out, you bake it, and you have this amazing breakfast. The night before, you're going to cut the bread into little cubes or tear it if you like. We want it to dry out and be a little bit stale. And the reason is when you're adding the liquid later, it's going to absorb it better. So today we're going to do a lot of preparation. We're going to cut up all our vegetables and veggie meats and our herbs. I like to do all of it all at once, so that when we're cooking, it's just so easy to toss it in and cook the various ingredients. In the skillet, we're going to cook our onions until they're translucent. Then we're going to add our mushrooms, and we want them to be browned. Once the mushrooms are nicely browned, we're going to add our garlic and our kale and let it wilt. Once this is done, we're going to put this in a separate bowl and set it aside. For the veggie bacon and the veggie sausage, we're going to fully cook this and have it a little bit browned. Then I'm going to take this and add it to the other bowl that we've set aside. We're going to melt our vegan butter and add our rosemary and thyme to it. Those herbs are going to infuse flavor into the butter. Before the butter goes into this recipe, I will strain out the herbs. I'm combining the soy milk and the Just Egg together, and then I'll add a little bit of salt and pepper and give this a whisk. The next step is to add the cheese and stir it into the liquid. The bread will be added to the bowl that already has our cooked ingredients. Then I'm going to drizzle on the infused butter and mix it all together. Finally, I'm adding the wet ingredients to the dry and giving it a really good mix. Now it's ready for my baking dish. This is an 8.5 by 11 pan. As I'm filling up the baking dish, I'm going to just press down on it a little bit to make it all even in the pan. This will bake at 350 for 40 minutes. I've brought Mike in to taste this strata.
Yeah, I love this strata. What I like about the strata is, as a vegan, it's hard to find good breakfast options. Like when we go to restaurants, there's nothing for us. So, you making this when guests come over, it's fantastic. So I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna just jump right into it. Mm-hmm. So what I like is it has a lot of different textures, a lot of different flavors. It's a little bit soft with the bread, but then, the top is kind of crusty. Yeah, I absolutely love this one.
Exactly. I like the crust and the softness of the bread. I like the cheesiness, but the flavors of the thyme and the rosemary come through.
Yeah.
It's just got lots of flavor.
Yeah,
There's
really
nothing bland about this.
No, it's fantastic. So give it a try.